Well, apologies, house cleaning out of the way, and then we will get to the main subject. Please consider supporting this channel via channel memberships, and please consider supporting my other channels by liking and or subscribing to those channels, the Kubrick channel and the other channel as well. So what is happening, what is not happening? Well, Jenna recently released a video saying she's back. So the wider context was she put out a series of videos relating to Aaron Smith-Levin, which created a lot of massive controversy. And I'm trying to find this original video with DOA, and I'm having a hard time doing it. But apparently DOA responded and asked Streets LA to take a side, basically. Since I haven't seen that original video, I keep getting accused of misrepresenting things. I don't know exactly what he said, but DOA sort of challenged Streets, and that made him a little bit angry. He put out a video, which is, from what I understand, still up, that he said he felt that DOA was being unfair, and he kind of cynically asked what was happening with certain legal funds for the Josiah case. Now, we're not really going to get into the complexities of the Josiah case because I think, honestly, that's just symbolic. And now Streets is claiming he never really asked questions about the money. Well, maybe, maybe not, but I do think he was implying that Lara and DOA were not exactly being honest about what they're doing with the funds being raised for the Josiah case. So now Streets released a recent video where he clarifies what he is saying and not saying, and you will take it for what it's worth. So this is what I understood from what he's saying, and I'm going to be somewhat generous in this video. So we're going to concentrate on the good points he made, and we'll do a video where we concentrate on the bad points, which seemed frankly very nonsensical. But this part of it, where he focused on DOA and Lara, made sense. So he's defending himself because apparently an apology is being demanded of him. Why should he apologize? Well, basically Lara on camera, right, was caught asking Streets to help them out. And that's what he had a problem with. Namely that DOA thinks he's a leader of the movement in LA. Okay, fine. Lara thinks she's a leader of the movement in LA. Fine, whatever. And they're helping Josiah with his case. But now they're running into a lot of troubles. And they want Streets to help them out. And Streets is like, well, first of all, it isn't that simple, right? So they think he can just pick up the phone, find, quote, a good lawyer, and everything was resolved. So he just felt a little imposed upon by Lara, and that she was just being presumptuous, right? Namely that, okay, I should be helping you out because... So he felt a little bit imposed. Also, he did feel like implied, if he was starting to help them out, that he would start to raise funds for them, right? Not that they were directly asking for money, but that if he helps out with the lawyer, then he should start helping out to raise more money for Josiah. So there we are. So he feels that he's being sort of put into a corner. On the one hand, he's being told, do this, do that with Aaron. And then he's being told, do this, do that with Josiah. And he doesn't feel an obligation. Now, he is helping out a little bit, so I don't want to misrepresent him. However, he and Josiah have a past. Now, I'm trying to look into this, so I don't know if this is true. I can't say this for sure. But apparently, in the past, Josiah was being, to Streets, disrespectful. So apparently he put out some videos where he was mocking Streets LA's dead son. And this is true. He has had a son who tragically passed away, apparently due to gang violence. Now, whether or not you like Streets LA, I think we can respect that he did lose his son tragically. But apparently Josiah did not, and Streets has held on to that older set of videos where he was mocking Streets, he was mocking his dead son, and apparently he was mocking Jessica Palmadessa. So personally, he doesn't feel obligated to help Josiah because to him, Josiah is not really a good person, apparently. However, he says that is Josiah personally, but as an activist, he thinks he should help out. He will help out where he can, but he doesn't like the way it's being framed. Namely that DOA and Lara are saying a lot that they should be gatekeepers, they should be leaders, and when things go well, people should just believe them, defer to them, support them, right? But when things go badly, behind the scenes, and even in front of the camera, they're going to ask for help, saying, could you do this? Could you do that? Could you do this? Could you do that right now? And so it just feels like there's a double standard, right? When things are good, they're going to get up front and try to take a lot of credit. But when things go badly, they want other people to basically pick up the slack and rectify their mistakes. So, to quote, clarify, Streets is not saying they're stealing the money. He's not saying that. He is saying, though, they are screwing up the case with Josiah, but that's their problem, right? They are supposed to be, quote, the new leaders. Fine, whatever. Streets claims he's taken a step back from the, quote, anti Scientology activism. At least that's what he claims, although he keeps changing. So there you go. So this is what I know at the moment. But again, new things keep happening. So his current stance is he is not accusing them of stealing the money. He is accusing them of messing things up. And the Josiah case is just one particular aspect. Obviously, he has a more broad criticism that they've been screwing up other things, but that's his main focus. Namely, well, okay, fine. You've decided to help Josiah with the case, so be it. You're taking the lead, right? Fine, whatever. I will take a step back. But now you want me to step forward because things are not working out well with the money, with the lawyer, so on and so forth. It looks embarrassing. So it looks like DOA is just trying to find something, whether Jenna or Aaron's victims or Nora or something else with Tommy Scoville now. And again, if DOA wants to be critical of Tommy Scoville, I have no issue with that. However, he is kind of just bandwagoning. So basically, he's trying to find something popular and find something to make Streets look bad and make himself look good. That's the way it feels to Streets, right? He's basically not being serious. He's just screwing up with Josiah and screwing up with other things. And instead of taking responsibility, he's kind of shifting the blame onto Streets and other people. And Streets is like, no, we're not going to do that. If you wanted to handle this case, you handle this case. If there are issues, fine, I'll try to help, but I'm not obligated to help. And if I do help, it's because I think an activist is in trouble, and that's about it. But he doesn't have this great pro-Josiah feeling. He is going to try to help, but he doesn't like the way that there does seem to be a double standard that DOA will want help when he gets in a lot of trouble. But if things go well, DOA will be taking a lot of credit and taking, frankly, a lot of money. And that's the way things are. Well, I can't really fault the argument. I do think there is a general pattern where when DOA has a popular thing going or people seem to like him and agree with him, he doesn't want to share the spotlight. He will share the spotlight with some people, some friends, some loyalists, and that's about it. And apparently behind the scenes, he and Streets have been having a lot of tension for a while. Now, some of what DOA is saying against Streets is true, right? And we'll get to that in another video where Streets was kind of wavering. He said he was neutral with Aaron and Jenna and these other issues, but apparently he's not neutral. He's actually going to be supporting Aaron on several things. So, yeah, it does look like both sides are, to put it mildly, not telling the whole truth, but that is where they are. But he is clarifying. He's not really saying they're stealing the money. He is saying, though, that they've been screwing things up and they're not willing to take responsibility. That part does seem to be true, right? Because, again, this Josiah issue is mainly a DOA issue, right? Streets is helping here and there, but he never claimed that he was going to be the one to save Josiah. DOA has been putting that out there. And again, to be fair, he has challenged Aaron to help out with the case, too. And Aaron is kind of trying to take some credit from the Josiah case, too, because now apparently the Church of Scientology is targeting him. And so there we are. So it's becoming a big mess. But again, they have said in a couple of videos that they're the ones really helping out Josiah. So presumably, they should be able to handle this issue, right? If they are the leaders. But now apparently they're running into trouble and they want more help. Okay. But you're saying we can't trust Streets because he's too close to Aaron. So why are you asking for help? Why is Lara asking for help? Yeah, it doesn't quite make sense. That seems to be a logical contradiction. And there we are. So this part of the video where Streets was responding to DOA, I can't really say very much in terms of commentary. He made a very good argument, and he does have a lot to back him up. I don't know the thing with Josiah myself, so I will try to find the clips where allegedly he said these things. So at this point, these are accusations, but I don't know. I don't think Streets would lie about that. And there we are. So this is the good side of Streets, but we will be getting to the bad side soon enough. And there we are.